All right, I'm TJ Rogue from Overmind.com. We are here today with two members of the Maine. And like most interviews, why don't you guys introduce yourself, say what you do on the band, and as a little icebreaker, if you were a professional wrestler, what would your professional wrestling name be?
My name is Garrett. I play bass, and if I was a wrestler, my name would be Toby.
I'm John. I motivate in the band. And Brian. Or Brian the Motivator would be my, yeah.
And your signature would be called the Motivation?
Yes,
Okay.
that would be my finishing move.
And what would that look like?
I wouldn't have, I couldn't show you because then it would be like.
It was a legal issue?
Yeah. Your shoulders would be against the mat.
What we do one time in all our interviews is kind of our tradition that we've been doing over the years, and that's to describe your band's sound. But the catch is, you can only use one word, it cannot be a genre, and it cannot be an automatopoeia.
Because it's like a kitten who just realized that they have claws and they've been caged and picked on their entire lives. And now the kitten is going to morph into a cat. And this cat, his name will be Jeffrey, and Jeffrey the cat will realize that his claws are now weapons, and they're going to retaliate. The cat is going to basically kill everyone.
Well, that's pretty October Halloween themed already.
Yeah.
And you're talking about morphing cats?
Yes.
So, one thing that I usually find to get to know people really well is that they really relate to their childhood. So growing up, what was your favorite childhood cartoon and why?
Yeah, go for it.
Dragon Ball Z, because I had no friends, and I would just watch it all the time. Yeah. I had no friends.
I really liked Rocket Power. I don't know if I was a kid still. I think I might have been a young teenager. I suppose I liked it because I couldn't do all that cool stuff. I wasn't very extreme. I wanted to be, but my feeble frame wouldn't allow it, so.
You're talking about kind of, I don't know why I'm stuck on this cat thing, this cat growing up.
I don't know why I did the cat thing, because I don't like cats. I'm going to go on record and say I hate everyone's cat. I don't care if your cat, you think it's the coolest thing in the world. I hate your cat. I hate all cats. Cats and birds, actually. I'm going to go ahead and throw birds in there, too. I hate birds and I hate cats. I'm sorry.
Are you a dog person?
I do like dogs, yeah.
Okay.
I like dogs a lot.
What do you hate?
You can hate cats, too. It's okay.
I hate Iron Man 2, the movie.
Out of curiosity, why?
The worst movie ever made. So bad. It was so terrible in that they spent money and then just shit it out to you.
I never saw the first Iron Man, but I saw the second one.
Bad.
It wasn't like.
No, it was terrible. It was like, hey,
like
let's
one of
not
those superhero
make a
movies.
movie.
I
Let's
don't
not make a good movie,
I didn't think
and
it was
then
that
let's
bad.
just make everyone give
I
us
thought it
their
was
money.
I love the passion in this hate right now.
Oh, I go out of my way to talk
You
about
hate
it.
that as much as I hate cats.
There we go.
Did you end up watching Iron Man 3? Or just say, no, I'm done?
I did not. I was tempted because we were on an airplane from Australia, and then I heard it was actually better because I did like the first one, and maybe that's why I'm so pissed off. But the third one, I don't know. I sat there instead and didn't do.
I'm sorry we derailed this so quickly.
Well, I think that's an award. I feel like I should have brought you a trophy or something, right?
Fastest downhill interview.
So I usually, before these shows, I send out a tweet asking, does anyone have any questions for the Maine? And I got a bunch of questions that I really don't think anyone thought out really well, because it was pretty much one very specific question. And they wanted me, and this is what they told me to ask, ask this. Jono,
Yeah.
would you have my babies?
Not your babies, right?
They told me. They told me to
Their-
ask you, would you have my babies?
Their babies.
No, my babies.
Oh, your
They
babies.
said, ask them, would you have my babies?
I know we've come a long way as a society as far as, modern science and the miracle of life and whatnot. I just don't think that we're advanced enough as a culture still to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we could have babies. I know we're a long way into the future of modern medicine, but I still don't think that it's physically possible. So I'm going to have to tell you no at this day and age.
I'm a little bit shaken about that.
Regretfully,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know.
But I know you would have them if the opportunity could happen, you would
Absolutely.
totally, right?
Yeah. If I had babies to give you, I would give you them all.
Kind of going at a even more or less serious note, if you guys had the unfortunate accident of this being like one of your last days on Earth, right? And you knew it was your last day, and you could only have one more meal, what would your final meal of your entire life be?
My father's steak, Sunday dinner steak. My mother's Caesar salad. And a baked potato.
Bro's beer cheese.
And my brother's beer cheese.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what my mom really made. I mean, she made good stuff. It was just always in a crock pot, so it always kind of ended up tasting the same. So, no, she's doing all right. I'm still alive. I'd probably just go with a classic. I'd have her make it, but just a classic grilled cheese tomato soup combo. A couple of slices of white, a couple of slices of American. More golden.
That is pretty classic and
It's
simple
pretty
for
classic.
being your last meal.
I'm a simple man.
And with Halloween just a couple weeks away, what was your favorite Halloween moment? Most memorable.
Probably-
Funny. We were on tour with Mayday Parade, and the whole tour dressed like wizards, and that was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun.
I would say like the first high school party I ever went to that was like,
All the chicks.
yeah, that was like my effing head exploded. All the girls dressed as like provocatively as possible. And I'm just like a kid dressed as a tomato or something. Like, I don't know. That was bitching. Yeah.
And with the final question, the final traditional question we always have in these interviews, and that's because, we learned in high school that we should always really have one lesson of the day. We should always learn one new thing every day. So for everyone watching, what would the Maine's lesson of the day or random fact that they could teach everyone out there?
Don't drink too much coffee. It makes your eyes feel weird.
This is recycled information, but that's what we all are comprised of anyways. Frank Zappa said, don't eat the yellow snow.
All right, now I'm TJ Rogan from Overmind.com, and don't eat the yellow snow.
So that penises and vaginas are just penises.
Males have 2 penises, females have 2 vaginas.
That's crazy. Well, I'm surprised you didn't tell me that, to be honest. Well, you didn't tell me about some koala facts. I did. You did? Now you're telling me.